If you've ever wondered what my natural hair looks like with no product, this is it right here. I'm sorry about that. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day today. My name is Daniela and welcome to our 5th episode of Beauty Wednesdays. Today here on Beauty Wednesday, we're gonna be doing a chit chat get ready with me. You're gonna be seeing how I get this done. I'm gonna be showing you guys how I got this really cute daytime date makeup look. I really love how it turned out. And also you're gonna be getting a tutorial how I got this hair to slick back, because you guys saw what that monster looked like before. Today is Sunday, January 26, 2025 as the day of filming this, and it's a really special day because it is my 2-year wedding anniversary with my husband. Me and my husband got married 2 years ago today. Sit back, relax, and enjoy me getting ready for my date. Off camera, I did my skincare routine already because it's basically the same thing, just to get the process done faster. Doing a little bit of a simpler makeup today because it is Sunday and we're going out in the daytime, so I don't really need like a heavy base. Today's eyeshadow palette is actually a really special one to me. This is the Kylie Jenner 24K birthday palette. Love this palette. It's one of my favorites for like nudes and everything. Like, do you see these colors? So we're going in with this concealer for my eyelids because I like my eyelids to have a nice base for them. So I met my husband in college, and I'm not sure if there's a terminology for that, like college sweethearts or whatnot. I'm not sure because I know there's high school sweethearts. Yeah, we met in college. I met him at a party that my college was hosting, and I met him on September 26, 2019. I just wasn't like my best self. A lot of things was happening that day, and I was just going through it, like going through it. And I saw him playing dominoes with a friend of mine that I've known for so long, and he introduced me to this guy, and I did not know him. And my first impression, I literally pointed at him and I was like, I do not know you. I should know you. Like, what is wrong with me? Not even a hi, not a good evening, not a how are you. I don't know you. Kind of looked at me like I was a crazy person, and he said his name. His name is Sean, and I told him my name was Danny because in college I went by Danny for most of my college years. He introduced me to the student union building in our college. It was like a lounge where everyone hung out and where you can go for like your free period if you have a break. This shade right here on the very top, we're gonna use that right now. We just all started hanging out. We just all started talking, and then we all just used to hang out together. And then at first, I'm not gonna lie, and my cousin Brianna can attest to this, I used to be annoyed by him. And he always used to be next to me a lot of the times, and it used to annoy me for some reason. I was kind of a meanie back in college. I started to notice that I wanted to be around him more, that there was something about him that made me kept going back to him. So I kind of became less annoyed by him and more into him. I talked for about like a month and a few days, and after that, I remember the day, it was November 4th, and I was supposed to be in dance class, but I had to cut it. So we were just all hanging out at the pool table because there was a pool table there. We both kind of looked at each other and we both were like, do you want to be together? And I said yes, he said yes. And from there, we sealed it with a kiss, and that's where our love began. Going in with this one as my transition shade. So from there, we just started hanging out with each other basically every single day because we went to school together. Since it is 2019, is when we first started getting together. Our first year was kind of an interesting thing. 2020, that's right. During the midst of the Parmesan cheese situation, I'm not sure if I could say the actual words, we're gonna say Parmesan. That's when him and I started getting to know each other a lot better. We Zoomed every single night to the point that my MacBook that I had since 2014 burned. It actually burned because I left that thing on Zoom with him 24/7. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, we were on Zoom. We were watching TV together, eating together, hanging out together. I knew for a fact that I was 100% falling for him first. I'll be real. This is my first and only relationship I've ever had. I've had little flings and little like talky conversations with other guys, but it never got to the point that we were boyfriend and girlfriend. We're actually taking the shade next door to it. That's the next shade. When everything was starting to get lifted and everything started becoming more calm, we definitely started seeing each other a lot more. He got me a promise ring, and I actually still have that promise ring. I don't wear it as much, but I have it on a chain at my mother's house. Having that promise ring was such a special moment for me, and I don't think he's ever known why it's so special. I was the type of girl that was very naive. I was bullied a lot by boys, and I was an only girl in a class full of boys for like 8 years. So I was always made fun of. I was like the target for everything. And when I got into high school, it was more me being naive. I didn't get my first kiss till I was 17 because my first kiss was prom night. And I was just not the type of girl that went out with different guys in high school. I was too focused on dance. I'm gonna go in with Love It Here. It's like this like iridescent gold pinky shade. I actually really like that. When we made it to 6 months, it was like a really big thing to me because I actually thought I was never capable of something like that. I thought I was never capable of loving a man. I never thought I was capable of someone liking me for me. Sean showed me everything that I needed to see in life, and I'm incredibly blessed for him every single day. So when we celebrated, it was a really big thing for me. I knew for sure that I wanted to keep this relationship for life. So we hung out for the holidays together. We went out to dinner dates and all that, and it was just like really fun to be around him. Going to 2021 is a really special year. We made time for ourselves to make sure that either he came over to my house, I came over to his house. We made time to make sure that we were with each other. We were celebrating 2 years of us being together because we got together in 2019. And this actually turned out really pretty. Like, I know I should really be focusing on the makeup, but when I talk about Sean, it's the best thing in the world. I'm gonna actually go in with this shade here, and I might mix it with something up here, probably that one. We were at the Katana Hotel in New York. And I will always remember that hotel because that hotel is so special to me. I went all out for this. I asked my friend Lisbeth to make custom cookies for us because she's an amazing baker. And they turned out so cute. I had our names on them. I did like our actual date up there. And it just turned out like really, really cute. It's really special for me because I made it with a guy for 2 years. He stuck with me for 2 whole years because I'm a lot to handle sometimes. I have a unique personality, and the fact that this man stood with me for 2 years, I was like, I need to celebrate. So I remember we woke up on Saturday, November 20th of 2021, and he was like, let's spend the day in the city, and I'm gonna make it up to you by buying your Christmas gift right there. And I was like, okay. We went into the Tiffany store because, as you guys know, my favorite movie is Breakfast at Tiffany's. And I always look at the rings because my dream was to have a Tiffany's diamond ring. It's like a reality because them things are expensive. And he started asking me these questions. And he was like, do you like a ring with 3 diamonds on it? And I looked and I was like, no. I was like, I want one nice diamond to show it off. And I always told him from the start that I wanted a princess cut diamond. So he was like, cool. And he started walking away. I started looking at it again, and he was like, do you like The Bachelor? And I was like, no, I hate that show. And he was like, cool. And he asked me, he goes, do you like anything from here? And I was like, I can't buy anything. Everything's really expensive. And he pointed, he was like, what about a perfume? And I was like, Tiffany makes perfumes. I looked and I fell in love with one fragrance. It was just so amazing. It smelled delicious, and I was like, I need this. This man went to the register and purchased it for me. And I was like, oh, Christmas done. That's Christmas. We got back to the hotel. So I found a rooftop bar that we could go to, and I thought, you know what? It's really nice. It's a little chilly, but you know what? It's gonna be the 2 of us. We could just sit down, have a couple drinks, dance a little bit because there was a little club. Then I see this man pull out a box. And it was a box this big, and I still have the box to this day. And I will be real honest with you guys. I thought it was chocolate. And I was so excited. I was like, I'm getting a box of chocolate now. I got perfume, shoes, and a box of chocolate. This is perfect. I go to turn around. And he's on one knee with a ring. And I was just in a state of shock. And then he said the words, "Would you marry me?" He said those words, "Will you marry me?" And I was just like, "Are you pranking me?" I said, "Because if this is a prank, this is a mean." He was like, "No, I'm not." And I said, "Yeah." Everything that he described, the ring that I said I hated, he got me. I love it so, so much. It is a princess cut, and it's just so beautiful. And it actually has a little crown here on top because I am his queen. And I was like, this is perfect. Let's go to the rooftop. And we just spend the rest of the evening together. And it was just so, so beautiful. Like, it's a day that I would never forget. And it's a day that I always celebrate because that day, I just couldn't believe that someone wants to marry me. Like, someone actually wants me to have their last name, to be their wife. Okay, by the way, this is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer. I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blurring Tint. This is in shade 9. We were engaged for kind of a short time, and a lot of people were like, wow, you guys are engaged so young. Because when we got engaged, he just turned 21 and I turned 22. So we did have a very quick boyfriend-girlfriend relationship before engagement. But when you know you have the one, you have the one. Began the process of maybe starting to live with each other. I slept over his house every single weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday became my favorite days of the week because I knew I was coming over to spend the night with Sean. And I just knew I couldn't wait to come live with him permanently, be with him every single day because I knew that my favorite thing in the world was to be with him. We were engaged for about a year. I was out of work for a little while. I had a really bad knee injury in the end of 2022 that kind of left me out of commission. One day in January, Sean looked at me and he was like, "You're home now." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm home. I'm gonna be home for a while." He was like, "Do you want to just get married?" I started looking online for white dresses to come in right away because I was down to do this. We looked on a day that his mom was off. We looked on a day that when everybody was gonna able to be there. And we set January 26th. It was a Thursday that day. And we were set. Everyone was okay. My mom could take off of work. Everyone was available. And we said, bam. We got there, and because it was still the Parmesan cheese situation, every single courthouse place only had one person there to watch us get married. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't do that to his mom. I can't do that to his dad. That's their only child as well, you know? I called 311 like 5 times a day for like 3 days straight. And they said, yeah, this location you can get 5 people in. I said, perfect. We walked in and she told us 1 person. And my heart dropped because I spent so much time looking for a place that included more than 1 person because I wanted his mom to be there. You know, I felt horrible. My mother-in-law had to watch her son get married outside the doors. She couldn't even see the whole ceremony. And to this day, I feel horrible about it. I got married in a beautiful dress from Shein, and I did my own makeup, my own hair. I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty blush in Happy. I got my veil from Shein that my mom reconstructed because originally it was a bow. And I fell in love with this bow. My mother and my mother-in-law hated the bow. So I had to fix it. So my mother fixed it. Just that day is so magical for me, and I always go back to it every single time I hit today. And I'm just so excited. I don't want to cry because I just put on foundation, but it's just a really special day because it's the day that I became his and he became mine. You know, I have his last name. 2 years have gone by so fast, and honestly, it doesn't feel like 2 years. I feel like I've been with my husband for a lifetime, and it will continue being for a lifetime. And I know that every single life after the other, I'm choosing my husband 100%. But yeah, and I remembered we were like, let's all go out to celebrate. We had a photo shoot at the courthouse because they had a photographer there. I said, let's go to Cheesecake. Let's go to Cheesecake Factory. The concealer I'm using today is House Labs. We go, and I get us a reservation for cheesecake. And I remembered I walked around New York in my white wedding dress with my full beat makeup on, and constantly people were saying like, congratulations, congratulations. And we walked into Cheesecake Factory and they're like, oh my gosh, you guys got married, congratulations. We needed a table for 6. And we got in and I had really, really amazing food. Everyone really liked their food. Actually, everyone had a burger that day except for me. I was not part of the burger club. Then after that, they gave us a cake. We had the banana cream cake that day and it said congratulations, and we blew out the candles. Do I have to explain what I'm using? Color. Our first year of marriage was intense. We got married in 2023. We're baking. We went on trips together. Oh my gosh, I never mentioned our 6-month engagement anniversary trip. Let's do that real quick. My husband and I, we discovered we love to travel to new places together. We've been to a couple states together, but for our first big trip, which means we went on an airplane together for the first time. We stood out of state for the first time. Went to Disney World. I introduced him to my happy place. No, where's the top? Me and, well, at the time, my fiance, we went to Florida for our 6-month anniversary to celebrate us being engaged. I wanted us to have an engagement photo shoot. I took him to Disney. We went to Disney World for our 6-month engagement anniversary, and it was just so special. We did 2 parks in one day. We did Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios on May 20th. He woke up the next day and decided, oh, honey, I want to see the rest. You know? Like, I don't want to see just 2. Let's just do all 4. We're already here. And I was like, so we legit did an impromptu one-night stay at the Disney All-Star Sports Resort. We booked another one-day park hopper pass, and we just dished our flights and booked new ones. Like, it was just so magical. So we did all 4 parks in the span of 2 days. Back to our first year of marriage. So we hit 1 year last year. And then the true test began of us being husband and wife. I got really sick in March. I was in hospitals multiple times. This man truly is the best. He made sure to come to the hospital every day after his job, his long working job. He worked 12 hours a day. And he came to the hospital and he used to bathe me. He used to dress me. When I was on my treatments that made me really shaky, he fed me. He is truly an amazing human. I don't know anybody else besides my mother that would do all that for me. And I just kept falling in love with him more and more every single day. We're using the Flawless Face Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. Is my favorite powder. This year, we're going to be celebrating 2 years of us being married, 4 years of us being engaged, and 6 years of us being a couple. I would do anything for my husband because at the end of the day, I love this man so much. He is my whole world. He is my life. And I know that God brought him on that day because I was in distraught. I was going through so much. I was at the lowest of my lows and was my shining light and still is my shining light to this day. I do everything that I do for him and I try to be my best for him. Honey, I love you so much. Happy 2-year anniversary to us. I'm incredibly grateful for you, for everything that you have done for me. I love you so much, and this is for ever and ever. I promised myself I was not going to cry. Oh no. Setting spray using the e.l.f. Power Grip. We're gonna be using the Sailor Moon X collab with ColourPop. I really love this shade, and I just put a lot of blush on. So my husband Sean is 24 years old and I'm 25. We are 6 months apart. My husband loves to cook. He loves to have fun. He's more of the adventurous one than I am in doing things that are scary. I'm a chicken. I chicken out of everything really fast. He is a really religious person. He is the one that showed me that God is there for me. He introduced me to the church. He introduced me to the Bible. He just healed me spiritually. Fantasia One Size Highlighter. That is my best friend. My husband is my best friend. And I discovered when I got engaged, I started losing a lot of people in my life. People that I thought would stay with me. They all went. My true people stood with me. We are going to be using the Frosty the Snowman X ColourPop collaboration. This is their lippy pencil, and I think the shade name for this is... I'm trying to remember it, and I'm not remembering it. Dang it. I'm going to be using the Chanel lip gloss. This is in 712. Just want it to be a little glossy on the lips. Plans are that me and my husband, we're going to go to Cheesecake Factory again. We went last year and we're gonna go again this year. And I love that we go over there every year because it just brings us back memories of that day. Just gonna quickly do my mascara. So mascara time, yes, I'm gonna just be curling my lashes intensely because usually I would do falsies with these, but I do not have my lash glue. Today I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. I hope this video is not long. If it's really long, I'm so sorry. I just like to ramble about him. This needs to get fixed. I cannot go out like this. I need to wet this hair first because last night I washed my hair and I wanted to curl it up. Me and Sean spent so much time watching Abbott and Elementary, we fell asleep and I forgot to put product in the hair. Oh my gosh. That is why product is so important in curly hair. I can't believe I did that. And you're not going to be seeing me fully brushing my hair because that is a battlefield. It is a battlefield right now. Today I'm going to be replicating the hairstyle that I did on my wedding day. I did a right side, deeply side parted bun. For sure, I need to wet this hair. Even though I just did that, we're just going to wet the hair all over it. There's just so much of it. We are going to be using, this is the Day Cactus Fruit 3-in-1 styling. I'm just going to put this all over the hair. Brushing the piece back with this Wet n Wild like styling brush. Wet n Wild. Did I just call this Wet n Wild? I really love the styling cream. It does like a really good job of flattening the hair. And today is an intense day because I have this baby out. I have not used this baby since our wedding day. The Eco Style. This is the gel. I have the color safety one because I do color my hair. Focusing on each side individually. So baby black brush. I have like 2 mirrors here because I definitely need to see what I'm doing. This is where my dance competition side comes in because all I did for dance were side parts, buns. Well, my mother did. Let's be real. My mother did my hair because I have too much hair to handle sometimes. I need to put back on my glasses because I need to see what I'm doing here. What I do next is I take this brush and I'm just going to brush it back once again. Sadly, I don't have hairspray because I for sure use the Got To Be hairspray to keep my hair intact. Now I'm going to start to make the ponytail aspect of it, but keep this on tight. Just make sure especially the flattest part, the main part of the bun, is brushed out. And you know what's so messed up is I know my husband's been waiting for a while for me to finish up this video and to go. So, sorry honey, I hope it's worth it. I hope I'm worth the wait. Okay, first ponytail's about to go in. Now. Okay, now that the main part, like the slick back of it is done, that's going away. Now it's time to do the bun. The bun is like my most funnest part. Going back with the water, I have to wet the back of my hair. And oh, I hate this part. Feels like I'm taking a shower. Brush it. I'm putting on my cream once again because my hair needs to have a little bit of like slip. Going in with our first hair tie, Big Mama Jumbo. What I do is I like to twist the hair. I hold this baby in the whole time. Hope my nail doesn't fall off though. In fact, I go in with about like 4 to 5 hair ties. I don't use bobby pins. I use hair ties. I did it! I did it! Okay, and that is pretty much it. This is the daytime makeup look with the hair. I am so excited to go outside and celebrate 2 years of getting married with the one and only my husband. So yeah, that is it from me. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching today's video. I know this video was a kind of a chit-chatty, longer video than I usually do. If you guys like that type of video, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up and sharing it so your friends can watch me get ready too. If you have not already, don't forget to press that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so you're notified when I post more videos. So I'm off to go celebrate 2 years with my husband, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.